remember the Dyson DC04 in 2024 that came in for a live reset? Well, it's getting there. It's, you know, nearly like a Dyson. It pretends to push around, but it won't be cleaning much up at all. Now, what we need to do in this video is finish putting it together with a new part and then finish chucking all the rest of the stuff on that I cannot do until the part that arrived 20 minutes ago is on. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and retro vintage Dyson chums. How are you today? Yes, if you remember, we left the last episode with this bit being broken on that side, that piece there. And I messaged the lady and, you know, told her that I could find the part, but I mean, these are 20 quid postage, you know, 17, 18 pound postage nowadays. And yeah, she's paying £100 for me to refurbish this machine with all new consumables. I've already reclutched the belts and whatnot. So yeah, there are people that still really love this. And this is indeed, I think it's a Dyson DC07 part. But Mr. Tayab confirmed this to me, and he is indeed correct. It does fit absolutely fine, because yeah, they didn't show. I think I could have even found a DC33 one. There aren't many on eBay at all. All of them are from the same multi-listing seller as well. So yeah, good luck with that if you're trying to fix this yourself. And now we need to be very careful of this, that we don't snap it as we put the rest of the machine back together. This is the clutch that came out of the machine. It's starting to, where are we? It's starting to put a little bit of wear on the white wheel. You're going to focus? Hello? Ooh, he's not. Tap. Yeah, it's got a little bit of wear on the white wheel, but it's not too bad. Certainly go on for many years to come. And part of that was just because the old belt had worn itself a bit thin. Now that it's got a brand new belt on, it will be fine. Now, to fit a clutch into a Dyson is quite fiddly, especially with new belts. What I'm trying to do, and we'll do in a second, is feed the little clutch belt over, oh my goodness, come on, yeah, over the motor spindle, which, you know, you have to do from this orientation because there is no other one. There, that's it. Oh, and eventually you will pop it on. It's not difficult. I used to be quite good at this. I've lost my little knack. There we go, turn the camera off, got it straight on. Then, you can't really recline it at all. This is quite difficult to do while showing you as well. The clutch needs to sit in to its little housing, making sure that the bits of plastic align top and bottom. Then we stand it up and we need our clutch cover to go back on, along with, which are actually only over here. Look, these are the last bits remaining, and I am missing a screw, which I need to get out in a second. I take the bar out to wash that, just because it's quite easy to. And the whole thing will slot on nicely and sit down. If it doesn't sit down, it ain't no good. So that's on. Where are we? Need to put these little retaining rings on. I'll get the screws in and we'll carry on smashing bits together. Clutch cover is back on. Now, this is the original hose that came out of this machine, and with just a few soaks in boiling water, has gone straight. It's not going to be quite as springy. However, the only hoses you can get nowadays are the DC07 type that twist onto this part. And while you can fit those hoses to this, and you know, if it was really needed, I probably would have done it, it's not quite as good as this is. So I'm hoping that with it all just cleaned and nice, I'm going to pop you into there without breaking anything. There we go. Yeah, that's all right as it is. Marvellous. I say it's all right as it is. It's not, is it? It's, this side needs to be twisted. Oh, this is the problem. I think it will be okay once the machine is turned on. Oh, there we go, look. It's that spring back you want. You need to be able to see that bit. As long as it sort of does that, it'll be okay. The raw suction will clamp it down to the carpet and we'll be okay. Right now I can risk my life and limb by trying to set up this belt lifting tool. These are quite controversial. A lot of people have had some quite bad injuries from them. Mine is quite old now and still doing all right. You sit it there and then put the belt up that side and then that side. Don't slip. It's imperative. Then we can take our brush roll and slide it through the belt. There we go. Align the little side brushes. Ow. Have it all flick around because it's under tension from the belt. There we go. The belt's trying to push it up. So we shall now pop the belt off of off of its thing, then get it caught up. Yeah, why? Oh, there we go. And then just give it rather a good few rotations, and eventually, there we go, the belt will unstick itself and the whole thing should spin smoothly. There we go. Then, making sure that our rubber seal is in place at the front, we can pop our base plate on, which has some replacement new wheels. How very exciting indeed. The next thing that we need to do is pop the hose back on, which has been washed. Didn't go through the washing machine. I was too scared of this bit shattering. So it's been rinsed heavily and flushed through a lot. It's fine. It's all right. It certainly do. I don't want to have to put a brand new brush roll onto this motor machine because it broke whilst I washed it. Right. Ooh. Next two things we need are for the wand. The first thing that we need to do is reinsert this spring, which goes this way round, I'm pretty sure, although we'll soon find out. And it just locks into those two little tabs right there. Then you put this on with the overhang towards the front, under the spring. Oh, didn't get a tool out, but anything will do. We'll use this Torx driver. I get you in there, you just got to push this spring into its little gap in there, and it sits in, there it is, sits in that notch there, and that's what makes it spring. If it's floppy, it's because that is not tensioned. Then we can put the spring onto here, take our latch like so, hook the top onto the spring, hook the top in, and then just push down, and it will snap into those pivots and work really well. Then we can put the hose onto the wand. The other reason I didn't put it through the washing machine, I didn't want it to go all shrinky and tight like it does on a DC14. And all of a sudden, we have what looks to be quite a respectable Dyson DC04. Move my phone charger out of the way. Let's check it works and that the clutch is happy with its new belts. I've done something a bit iffy though. I don't think I'll put that back together. And we are losing some air out of here, and well, it's not together properly now, so it shouldn't be too difficult to pop it off and reverse whatever I flipped round, because yeah, this is leaking air and it needs to be doing the opposite. Here we go. Now this is the guts of a Dyson DC04 release valve. It's been a while since I've been in one of these, and what I think I'd done was this bit wasn't clicked into that bit properly. This is all of the valve that sits on there. This, in fact, we're missing the spring as well, so we're going to do badly. This spring goes in here, then that needs to click into there and stay. It all fell apart, and I think that's what makes it happy, because one of the things pushes against something else. If I clip this back part, come on, there we go, that back part in, by the time this clips in, and it only goes in one way because these clips are a different size, that's not rattling around anymore. And I think that'll work, because that's got to suck itself in order to let all the air out. Yes, I broke the little clip. I think it's impossible to get these out nowadays without. Let me know down below if there's a knack that I'm missing that doesn't involve breaking this. So we'll click it back in dry, and once it's known to be working, I will stick a little drop of tube onto it just to be sure. Right, let's test it out and see if it's any happier. Can I just tilt you up without changing the shot? Yeah, because all we need is the one. Ah, there we go. Now start putting the head down. A lot more. I'm back in today, so it shouldn't be putting much out. Yeah, that's lovely. Wait, didn't have the base plate clipped in properly, nor the internal hose on. That's better. It's trying to move. It's sticking to the floor. Aha. Oh, bricks. And now that we've tested it, we can take the last part. I also tested it ran before putting the switch top in. Do you like the green dusting brush? I don't have an upholstery tool. I thought I did. I told the lady I'd be able to get it, but I don't. Never mind. There we go. It all turns on and then off, on and then off. I just got to give it another quick wipe out now it's dirty. Although we can check that the brand new filter is still nice and spotless. There's also a brand new filter fitted in there. And there we go, all clean once more, almost out of the box fresh. I don't know. All I know is that parts of these things, especially body parts, are getting quite rare. And obviously you would never do this to a machine that you wanted to keep original and looking mint and beautiful. Well, of course, it isn't one of those machines. It is someone's daily driver. It's faded. It's got, no, it did have a few scuffs and scrapes. I've got rid of those now by changing this head. And yeah, it looks a little bit different because it's a steel part and not a silver part. But this DC04 should go on for many more years yet. So what do you think? Do you think I've done a good job? Have you ever done this to a DC04? Have you ever used a DC04? Crikey, must be nobody who hasn't by now. Let me know if you haven't. But until the next disastrous Dyson, but not this DC04, will see you soon. Bye bye.